Hello, everybody. We are so excited, Michelle and I, to be here with you today, just before Valentine's Day, to talk about relationship. How are you, Michelle?
I am still buzzed from last night's Super Bowl. I am so happy to be here live, feeling so good about the team and the game and to talk about healthy relationships.
Yes, relationships are so important. So when we think about Valentine, we think about love. We think about love with someone, but love is not something that we have just with a partner or a spouse, but love is also about our relationship with ourselves. It's also about our relationship with our friends. It's about all that. What do you think, Michelle?
Well,
Love is
you said exactly what I believe the 12 commitments are. The first person in my life is myself because I believe in myself first. And that's the person that I go to for love. That's the person that I go to for support. And that's the person I go to be feeling comfortable. So it's self-love is the foundation of all human love to me.
absolutely. And when you talk about self-love, I really want to emphasize you cannot love somebody else if you don't love yourself. You cannot have a healthy relationship if you don't love yourself. When I talk about loving myself, when I think about it, I say, oh, I love the person that I am. I'm not perfect, but I love myself. I love myself and I'm able to love someone else. I'm able to care about someone else because I take off myself first. Because if I don't exist, I have no relationship.
And you said a key word, Medge, that I want to expand upon. You know you're not perfect. So therefore, this is the balancing rod. You accept yourself for who you are on the path road to enlightenment, which is the target. We're not there. We're traveling the bridge towards it. So if we're going to accept our own rubbish, we then extend the acceptance of rubbish to our partner. Or if my football team, for example, it was 35-35, they were tied. I said, you know what? I love both of these teams. I love the quarterbacks. I prefer the Eagles. But either way, I had a great day. It was a great game. And I'm happy. I accept win or lose.
I love it. I know you are passionate about sport. We will talk about sport all the time, but I want to talk about love just because it's Valentine's Day and we have people who are not happy or are simply sad because they are alone. So let's do that.
Okay.
If you are alone for Valentine and if you feel sad in your heart, take the time to rediscover who you are. Take the time to take a paper and write down what you really like, what you really enjoy, you as a person, not you as a couple, you as a friend, sibling, a daughter, or no, you as a person. What do you like? And when you will define that, what I from my research, what I found is that more you do that, more you know yourself. And when you know yourself better, you are able to find the right partner for you. It's something important because you find the person who loves what you are. You don't adapt yourself to the person. You know, something that we have been doing a lot, and I did it before. Before, I was adapting to the person. So I wasn't myself, and the person was loving a person who wasn't me, was loving a person adapted to him. So when finally I discover who I was and what I love, what I wanted in life, what happened? I found a guy who love who I am, exactly like I am. And I will I will tell you a secret. The first time that we have a date, I have no makeup. I have a jean and a sweatshirt. And for those who know me, I never go out with a jean and a sweatshirt because this is not me, unless I go in the country or something like that. I love to be pretty. I love to have my lipstick. I'm not a makeup girl, but I always have my lipstick. And I'm always, I believe I always pretty and dressed. And when I went out with him, I have no makeup at all. I have nothing. And you know what was fun is that in my head, I was saying, okay, guys, if you like me exactly like that. Because in the morning, I will be exactly like that. So you like it or not, take it or leave it. So, and guess what? 13 years later, we are still together because I'm just myself. So it's a tip. It's a huge tip. Love yourself first. It's not being selfish. Learn to discover who you are.
That's
And
being authentic. I'm jumping
authenticity.
in.
Yes.
It's being authentic. And if you are alone, which we really are, even in the company of others, because we're in the self, engaging with others. So really being alone is really the ideal way to start Valentine, because you go with your true lover, which is you. And after that, if you're smart enough, you go with the divine. Rumi, the famous poet of love for the beloved, you take the next step. You step into the divine love. And then most likely you'll be creative because you're feeling very excited about the divine, and you'll start to write some poetry to yourself. And then you should go out and buy yourself some fabulous food and some fantastic flowers. And if you choose, you can even purchase yourself a beautiful scarf. So the love affair with the self is the ideal love affair. And if you have that love, you have it made in the shade, as they say in Jamaica. No one can love you as much as you love yourself. Whitney Houston sang it in a fabulous song, The Greatest Love of All.
Yes.
And it's the truth. And if you never find the greatest love in all, you've never looked into the mirror of the self, which is the soul.
So beautiful. Michele, you told me about your relationships. You say that and I was like, wow. You told me that your first relationship, it was in first grade. And then you have never been alone in your whole life. Tell us about that, because I found that, grade? Wow. Yes.
My first
Tell
grade
us about how you and how for you have never been alone all your life. How you did it?
Well, my first grade, and I remember, I can see the outfit I had on. Wow. I was dancing with Albert at my birthday party. My family believed in birthday parties. You know, from soon as you were born, you were a celebrity. So we had a big birthday party for me, and my father had the music going. This is a 5 or 6 year old, I want you to know. Yeah. And I'm dancing with Albert, you know, woo, having a good time. He was German, he had beautiful blonde hair, and I had long black hair. And I have pictures of it. And I said to myself, wow, my first boyfriend. And I guess by third grade, I was with somebody else because I was in a new grade and I had new friends to play with and so on and so forth. And I had a new boyfriend in third grade. And then we moved. This is really funny. And my father built a stage for me out in the yard. So my sister and I, who was like my twin, we used to put on plays in the yard on the stage, and I used to charge 25 cents for people to come to the theater. Now in South Philly, there's tons of kids. You go outside, you have 25 kids, and I would be coming in selling tickets for the play. So I had several boyfriends at the time because I was a star, you know, fourth grader.
I love it.
And I just believe that I created, and this is what we're talking about, healthy relationships, the habit of having healthy relationships. And to me, when you're in a healthy relationship, they share your love, you share their love, you go dancing, and for me, life is a lot of theater. And that's
you
how come
haven't
I've always
changed.
been in relationship, because one goes, you turn away, and there's a new person right there.
So how do you find this person? Because yes, you always have someone in your life. How do you find them?
I don't know if I found them or they found me or we just met, because it depends where you live. I lived across from a park, so every day I'd be in the park. And of course, I had to be in charge because that's me. And I said to my mother, Mom, kids are messing up the park. She said, well, what do you want to do? I said, they shouldn't behave like that. She said, let's go get you a badge. So we went to some kind of park place, and I got a lieutenant badge, and my sister, who's younger than me, she got the private badge. And we used to walk around to make sure the kids weren't messing up. And naturally, people come over. Why are you wearing that badge? Oh, I'm the lieutenant of the park. And then I would make a boyfriend here. I never try to find a partner. They seem to come into my life because I'm having a good time and they want to play.
So,
does that make sense?
Absolutely, but what you say it's that you are already happy, so they are attracted to your happiness.
Okay.
I believe it's that. And when I met my husband, I was happy. I was maybe really truly happy. I was truly myself. I was living my authentic life, and he likes that. He loves that, I should say, because he's still there, right? And I love how he was behaving as well. If I can say something, I told myself that one time we were together and I say, I am with him. It's like I am by myself. I'm not playing a game at all. I am reading my book. He's reading his book. I'm not on him. He's not on me. We are just having the best time of our life, but with each other. And even when I am alone, he's there. It's not bothering me. Sometimes you are with people and you are not comfortable being with people. So if you are really authentic, you are comfortable in a relationship because the person loves who you are.
Well, right? It's back to what we just said, Medge. I'm not interrupting. I'm continuing. It's always finding happiness in yourself. So if you're in a vibration or an energy, as you like to call it, it's not that person that's out of balance. It's yourself. So you excuse yourself, you go have some water or whatever you need to do to balance yourself, or spend a few minutes meditating. And then you come back and you start to say, how are you? What's going on? What are you thinking? And before you know, you're in engagement. And engagement is really the essence of relationship. I love you. The first time I spoke to you is like today. We just started talking. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Because our souls are so intertwined with 1, health, 2, psychology, 3, creativity, 4, food, 5, people. So we never have time to, I feel like I never had a chance to talk to Medge. Even though I'm always talking to you, we have so much to talk about that the time is less than the variety that we have to share. And that's our love. That's our love.
Absolutely. So love is about having good relationship with yourself, good relationship with others, good relationship with nature, and there begin the healthy relationship. So Michele, thank you for this amazing conversation. And we will see you on Thursday. So I know that Michele will talk about something that you might enjoy. It's color. And I will talk about letting go of your past, because that also, it's a first step to have a great relationship, letting go of the past.
I'd like to thank the audience, Medge, because without an audience, you have no one to talk to besides yourself, which is lovely. But having the audience is the energy coming back. It's the reciprocity of life. We're talking because we want to contribute to society. Society is listening because they want to learn something so they in turn can give. So it's a perfect circle, like a heart, of giving and receiving, listening and speaking. So thank you, audience, for tuning in to be your best self on a happy, healthy Valentine's.
Thank you, everybody. Happy
Bye-bye.
Valentine's Day, and see you soon. Bye-bye, Michele.
See you soon.